everyone, welcome back. Welcome to another commentary. And I know it's been a while. Yeah, since the last one. Anyway, it's November. I got plenty of time, and we can do whatever we want with plenty of time. So, as the first one, here's a commentary about the Phantom, the British Phantom FG.1. But why this one? Why not the rest of the Phantoms? Well, the British Phantoms have something special with them. It's their Doppler radar. Yeah. And the sky flashes, of course, but mostly the Doppler radar. Yeah, sorry about those flickers in the background, and it was just me changing the music. Well, look, I love to listen to music when, I play games. So, how do you fly this plane? What it is? Two ways. I get two ways, actually. The first one is you hit the side climb, reach your top speed, then zoom climb, then just after 2 minutes you turn into the battle and use your sky flashes, or you're again gonna go into the side, left or right. It's all up to you. And you're gonna use your sky flashes mostly in headons. Yeah. I think the most effective use to radar missiles are headons, and it's kind of obvious. The enemy will pancake. They have no idea how to dodge a missile on 2 to 3 kilometers, especially when they are going in at like 1300 kph with a missile that also goes more than 1300 kph. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. This is the video. This is me going head-ons and using the sky flashes in them. It's nothing exceptional, but it's fun to use. It's something that you can see. You can call it funny in a top tier that has no fun implemented in it. The plane doesn't turn. It doesn't, but if you have speed and separation, you can pretty much do whatever you want. Yeah, pretty much do whatever you want. Right here, I call for backup. Of course, nobody ever comes for backup, even if they are there. Yeah, this is how people work nowadays in online games. You're rarely gonna find someone who will be willing to help you. But it's not a problem, because this MiG-21, first of all, it's a 1v1. Secondly, he has no idea what he is doing. Yeah, this is another image of top tier nowadays. People having no idea what they are doing. And yeah, nice broadside you have there. Of course, you can spray a little bit with a Vulcan. It's not a problem. 1200 rounds of ammunition. You can do pretty much whatever you want. Step number 2, check about your surroundings. Always check about your surroundings, because you never know who's gonna come from which direction. And that's why right here. Yep, see the FOE? He's coming in. We got some speed to do things, and we pull him up. Gotta be careful because he's way lighter than me, so he's gonna be able to cut my first turn, but the second one is mine. Use the flaps for more lift, use the thrust as much as we can because we got better engines than him, and pull this out. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah. This is how you can play this aircraft. Playing your cards right, use your speed. In fact, if you stay low, the spotting system works better when staying low. You don't have to spot that dot in the great blue sky. Yeah, you know that. It's quite easy. The second match is exactly that. Oh, I forgot to mention the plane's loadout. Plane carries, for those who have been living under a rock, plane carries 4 M9Gs or M90s, depends which missile you want to take, and 4 sky flashes. Sky flash and the radar is what make this plane shine. M9G, of course, but M9J, yeah, M9J, it sounded like an M9J. M9J is a good missile. I think I would prefer it over the M9J because it turns better. Although the M9J has better range, M9J turns better. So you choose, you take your cards. But your gimmick is the sky flash. The sky flashes are amazing rockets to use. See right here, I don't have to turn or to pop flares to, dodge those missiles. My speed and my distance, 2 kilometers, is just enough. Bear in mind, depends on what plane launches any missile on you. Because if I was an F4E and the guy behind me was an FGR or an FG.1, I would probably be dead, because that should be or could be an M9G or M9D, depends. F4E, yeah, as I previously mentioned, so same thing again. Evade his first turn, and I might be a brick, but you know, you think you have overestimated your ability to turn with aircraft. Yeah. It's an easy plane to fly, like most planes in top tier. The way top tier works nowadays, just all you have to do is press a couple of buttons. It's just all like this. Yeah, no skill involved, although skill will always be involved, doesn't matter what. You know, all you have to do is think and breathe at the same time, which most people hardly ever do in online games, especially in this one. But it's okay, it's okay. MNG very easily dodged by the F4E right there. I mean, it's not a hard rocket to, you know, dodge. But this is what I'm talking about. See this one? It's not hard, it's not something hard to do. You know, all you have to do is press a couple of buttons. Then kiss your ass goodbye. It's not something hard. Again, check out 6, check our surroundings. Because I could have, you know, followed that F4E unless that guy was behind me. Sorry again. We don't turn, we just wait for that F4E to make a move, then we're gonna make ours. Always make ours second in those situations. These guys are gonna go for that MiG-27, thankfully, and that will give me the opportunity to take down one of them. Here we go, and another golden rule I want to talk about. Always engage first the guy in the rear. That's a golden rule. You don't want to let that guy in the rear make a move and go back on your ass. You don't want that, because most of the time this is what will happen. Pop a sky flash on him, he will not be able to dodge it. Obviously, it's unless the radar falls or does something weird, yeah, he won't be able to dodge it. F5, E or C, doesn't matter what it is, it's gonna be dead. Yep. See what I mean? Those guys, they just pancake. They just have no idea what to do when you lock a missile on them. And another example here, that's a different example. JA-37, I have no idea which missile that is. I think he has only one radar missile in his mod tree. But what I did here, I'm just gonna cut it and say that here, if I didn't lose control, I would probably have gotten him. But it's okay. How to evade these radar missiles? Well, if you check that movement right there, all I had to do is fly straight, give the missile the sense, actually, the time to speed up and know that I am flying on that straight line, then I suddenly pull down. I don't pull that much, I don't actually use the ailerons that much, because I would have probably break to the plane, break one of the wings, because it happens most of the time. Half of my deaths are because I have broken the wings. So yeah, you have to be careful with your moves. You have to remind yourself that you might be playing a game, but it actually simulates things in a more arcadish way. So you have to be careful, always. Anyway, back to the game. That JA-37 chased me. He launched a radar missile at me, but he burns so much fuel. He's gonna have to go back to base. I don't want to go back to base, because if I do, I'm gonna give them the time to go back to base, rearm, and I'm gonna probably be dead. So we don't want that. We're gonna stay on his 6, risk it for the biscuit, because I hope this guy will turn sometime. Yeah, you know, there he goes. And use the skyflash in his face. It's not something hard. You see that button again, wait for the skyflash to lock, and there he goes. Kiss your ass goodbye. Now that's a 1v1. He had to do it, because you know, it's that plane that burns so much fuel. So before I engage the F4A, there's something I want to talk about. I'm the last guy in my team. This is what happens most of the time. It might sound selfish, but I don't care about that. If I haven't been in many teams that died like this one, the match would have probably been lost. I don't care, you name it, you call it, this is how it goes. If you don't have a couple of experienced pilots in your team, this is how the match ends. You're gonna get fucked up. So please, to whoever is buying premium planes, I know you get what I mean. You just log into the game, have 5 or 10 matches, be level 15 or 20 or 40, I don't care, because I unlocked my first jet in 2 years. Just because it was just me. I didn't play that much the first 2 years, and just unlocked, meteors and F-80Cs, and I thought, yeah, this is fun, let's go for it. And then I played every day, almost every hour. But to those players who have no idea what they're doing, they just put some money out of the pocket and I want this and that, and that's fine by me. You have done very, very well to buy these things. But if you have at least some kind of common sense, just be patient when flying those things. Just don't go straight, or just fly 20 or 30 matches with a few top tier pro planes and gain some experience. Watch a YouTube video. I don't care what you are going to do, because top tier nowadays is not as hard as it used to be. It is harder though, because you have to be more careful. Those missiles, you have RWR to tell you where the enemy is, but it's harder. The higher you go, the harder it is. Although you have to press a couple of buttons in order to stay alive, you need to have your eyes to as many sides as possible. So bear that in mind. If you love the game, if you wanna be helpful to your team, just you know what to do. I don't have to tell you what to do. You're not stupid. Just wanna fly your top tier plane as fast as possible. You don't have that. You might not have that much time, but you get the point. I've sidetracked. So there goes the F4E. On my ass. It's not a problem. We have enough distance. He's gonna use the missile, but it's okay. It's not a problem. We're just gonna use a couple of flares and just turn and do the same thing we did earlier. We try to avoid his Vulcan. He nearly gets me, but that's a mistake, because yeah, you're a dead man, guy. You're a dead man. Then again, use our very, very good thrust. Make sure the flaps are almost always deployed whenever you need them. Not always deployed, because flaps will deny you speed. They give you lift, but at lower speeds. This is why the flaps exist. We cut the throttle. We're gonna use the throttle again, close the flaps for that slight speed I need, and then deploy them again. And that's why I deployed them. That F4E, had he played his cards right, I would have been dead. But it's okay. Anyway, that's a GG. 7 kill match. It was an amazing match with a plane that, oh my god, I love this plane. Overconfidence is the key to killing yourself. This is going for all the F4E pilots that I've shot down in those matches. Not just the F4Es, but because they were F4Es, yeah, yeah, I love this game. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it. Yeah, it goes like this. Anyway, hope you liked this video, hope you enjoyed it, hope you learned a couple of things if you haven't learned them. Oh, and by the way, something I forgot to tell. If you haven't signed a key to the post Doppler mode in that, because it's not automatic like the rest of the Phantoms, go search it out. It's gonna help you out. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.